Hey YouTube, this is Nashtaters. Welcome back to another episode of War of Divisions. So today we're going to talk about what's going to be coming up in terms of units and banners. But first, let's get into the summoning. So my streak has been pretty much ended across all my accounts because I haven't been getting anything at all. Maybe we'll restart a streak with this one. Alright, here we go. Nah, looks like the streak continues to end, I think. Well, 2 gold is not bad, I guess. There's nobody really I'm looking for in particular anymore. I think I have almost every unit. On my free-to-play account, really there's nobody I'm really looking for. I suppose a Lucia would be kind of nice. Well, Lorenzo will do. Alright, is this gonna change? No. Oh. Adelard will do too. He's pretty good. That's someone I'm looking to build at this moment though. But yeah, more shards could be useful. So the streak continues in the non-UR side, but it's all good. Okay, so let's get this video started and talking about future banners. Alright, so I think with the Warrior of Light being on pace of being released 3 months after the Japanese server release, I think we're still kind of keeping track of how the original release dates were going to be. I think if history is an indication here, our next unit is going to be Kilfe, which makes perfect sense because that's our actual login. I think everybody, when they log in today, probably realized that Kilfe it's our August login bonus, and my guess is she's going to be the next unit. Let's take a quick look. So Kilfe here, as you can see, was released in April on the Japanese server, and Warrior of Light was actually also released in April on the Japanese server. So Kilfe is going to be one of those units that's going to be having a brand new job called a Rod Wielder. Now I'm not sure if this is actually official because I'm not a humongous fan of this website, but because some of the words they use are pretty off. But we know at least she'll be a Spellblade and White Mage. But I'm assuming the first job is going to be something of a unique. She looks really cool. She's a high magic damager. Overall, I think a lot of people really like her because supposedly she's going to start a brand new meta, and she's going to be part of that, of the magic meta era. Master ability is pretty sweet. Nice stats here. And overall, I think she's going to be a solid unit to look forward to. So for those of you who completely are skipping Warrior of Light, she may be of a unit to consider. However, here is what is going to be happening that perhaps people are actually hoarding or saving for. And that is, of course, Final Fantasy Tactics 2 banner. Now this is the big one. I feel like this is what's going to draw a ton of beginners to come back. What am I saying? Ton of beginners to start playing the game. Ton of players that perhaps walked away from the game. This is the time to get a lot of those players back. Here we go. We're going to get Ramza back, Orlando, Gafgarion. Those are all going to return. Personally, I need to finish Ramza on Nashtaters pay-to-win account and I need to finish Orlando on my free-to-play account. Gafgarion is finished pretty much on both accounts. But unfortunately, they're going to give us 3 brand new units. Agrias, as indicated here, pretty much one of the best looking units in the game in my opinion. I always felt like her design was very well done. The nice colors on her uniform, or her combat gear, however you want to call it. And then you have Delita, who honestly I was never a huge fan. I couldn't stand him in the original game. But he is a very hard-hitting unit. He's a fire unit, Squire, Soldier, Paladin. Very unique combinations in the sense that he has solid defense and solid offense. I think he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. I'm not going to go into fine details of everything because I think we can save that for the time that they are released. But personally, I think I really want to go for Agrias. She is going to have Holy Knight. One of my favorite classes actually from Final Fantasy Tactics. Paladin Cleric. So she's more of a tanky / supporting unit. And for me, I think that's going to be the unit I'm going for. Because it fits into my theme of tanks and supporting units. Like, I'm okay with attacking units, but this one I'm really enjoying. Her master ability is very unique. Single target attack resistance plus 15. So if someone was targeting her, they ain't gonna do a whole lot of damage, which is kind of weird, right? But it's a very unique resistance. I enjoy it quite a bit. And of course, we also have area of attack resistance from the Death Machine Vision card. So that's going to be a fun combo to kind of equip her with. And supposedly she can deal some damage too. She is of course of the ice element. Currently I already have Gilgamesh and Mediana. And of course recently I picked up Victora from one of my free summons. So I have a lot of units to work with. Mediana is done, fortunately. I do want to finish Gilgamesh, hopefully by end of the year. And then Victora, I would like to work on her too, because I don't actually have any Dragoon units. I do have Sasha, which I was building, and she'll be done probably way before Victora will ever be done. But yeah, I'm gonna need more materials for ice, indeed. The last unit, of course, is Mustadio. I'm a huge fan of Mustadio. Like, for me personally, I was using him so much in Final Fantasy Tactics days. I'm not exactly sure if he'll have all those skills. Like, there's one skill where he gets to petrify. And man, that was so... Ah, here it is. Yes, I think I will definitely go for Mustadio too. Target and chance of inflicting petrify. This thing is so overpowered. Can you imagine? You're just petrifying people all day long from a distance. It's, yeah. Something I was using in really hard, difficult battles. I think if you do specific encounters like maybe the tower, I think if you get to petrify a bunch of enemy units, that's going to make the fights that much easier. Because once they're petrified, if it doesn't get removed, they're essentially KO'd. And he has Raid Up on Blind, Immobilized, and Disabled, really. He's basically... Oh, accuracy 30. So this guy basically is your ultimate obnoxious supporting unit. And as he should be, because that's what his skill set was in the original game. Yeah, I'm excited about Mustadio and Agrias. Here's the thing. If I could Delita, I would skip him in terms of building him. But I believe these two are going to be on separate banners. So I'm not going to summon for Delita at all. I'm going to go hard on Agrias. And hopefully Mustadio comes along with Agrias in terms of being paired up from my summoning banner. So yeah, looks like we're going to most likely, if the trend follows, Kilfe followed by the Final Fantasy Tactics banner. I highly suggest start saving up, man. Like, if you skip the Warrior of Light banner, that means you decided that you're going to go all out on perhaps the Final Fantasy Tactics 2 banner. But if you did summon for Warrior of Light, I would suggest build him to as high as possible, and then from that point forward, just start saving up you know, start saving up. So I think after the tactics banner, we're gonna get our first unique job that we haven't seen at all. And that was actually, I think there was a mathematician in the original game. I'm not exactly sure now, I can't remember, but she will be a mathematician, or as they call it here, arithmetician. She is going to be pretty much playing around with people's, I assume she's going to be messing around with people's CT gauge. And I think that's what's going to make her kind of unique. Is she going to be messing around with people's CT? Well, I know she has this AoE Holy, which by the way, it's not a guaranteed hit. Because if it was, it would be pretty broken. But actually, I take that back. What is so unique about her? Like, I don't understand. Like, she has Cure. She has High Water. High Cure. I guess that is what's making her different, that she has High Cure. I don't think anybody has that. And then in terms of, I want to assume, yeah, here we go. Average CT of targets within range. This is pretty powerful. Like, this is so powerful in the sense that if you have really slow units and they're kind of following her around and you have another high unit, it's going to make them all balance out. I don't know if that's the actual best way to use it. But, yeah. I guess we're going to see how she plays in terms of strategy. But yeah, she's going to be a very interesting unit. I mean, even if you don't mess around with the CT gauges and whatnot, you can just do a ton of damage to other people. Spellblade, Black Mage. Yeah, I think she's going to be a fun unit, interesting unit. But again, I'm probably going to be broke after the Final Fantasy Tactics banner. So unfortunately, I might have to skip her. Maybe they'll give us one of those free 10 pulls, and I pray to the lords above that I can get her from a free pull. But even if I did, I don't think I'll have enough gems to build her. And I 100% skipping Kilfe, even though I really like her design. But personally, I'm going to go hard on the Final Fantasy Tactics ban. And let me know what you guys think. What exactly plan are you figuring out for August and maybe into the September? And put that in the comment section below. I think that's all the time I have for this video. Thank you for watching. And good luck on your continued summons and the rest of your week of your 10x free pulls, courtesy of Hiroki. And as always, take care of yourself and all your loved ones. Nashtaters and his crew out.